Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday evening. Glad to have you guys here for another weather update, my friends, because it looks like we might have a bit of severe weather coming up here pretty soon for the central U.S. We're going to talk more about that here in a moment. But first, let me go ahead and welcome everybody to the chat here. We have Jonathan, we have Mark, we have Logan, we have Roby, we have David. Let's see here. We also have ourselves April, Ricky, let's see, Milky. We have, let's see, who else is hanging out with us? We have Lucy, Black Label. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. And all the other people who is not chatting, everybody who's just hanging out with us this evening. Let's say glad to have y'all here. What's up, Joseph? Hope you're doing good as well. So we are going to be watching out here for the next week. Because it is looking like we're going to be seeing a bit of a storm system. I also want to mention that across the northeast, it looks like we are about to be getting a bit of a snow system as well. A bit of snow coming up here. We're just going to go ahead and jump right on into it, my friends. Like I said, we have a bit to talk about here regarding two systems, really. So let's go ahead and jump right on into that here. But anyway, so starting off here, if you guys want to follow along with the time, this is the weather models. This is what we call the GFS model, just above me there if you guys want to follow along in time. But like I was saying, right now, we have a lot of rain across the southeast here. You know, we've been seeing a lot of rainfall out in those regions. We work our way up here to the northeast, though, pretty much here for tomorrow evening. We're getting ourselves a system that's going to be rolling its way across the northeast. You know, that same system that's driving all this rainfall down south. That is going to be working its way up here to the northeast, and we are going to be seeing a lot of rainfall for some of the southern northeast regions, like, you know, New York State and, you know, Pennsylvania and those regions there. But up north, to my friends out there towards, you know, like Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, we are going to be getting a bit of snowfall. We'll get into that here in a moment. This will be continuing into, probably even, look at that. Kind of lingers for a while. So it kind of starts here for essentially tomorrow evening. Then it continues into basically the evening of the 4th, maybe even in the 5th as well. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, let's see here. What's up, Crow? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Lucy? Joseph says, "Up, Andrew, what we got for tonight?" So, yeah, like I said, we have this storm system we're watching. This is another one real quickly. We have another burst of moisture working across the upper northwest here for basically the 5th and the 6th. But the next system is this guy right here. Now, this thing's been popping up in the models, and the reason why I do want to mention it, by the way, the timing, if you guys are wondering, this will be kicking off here probably for like the 9th, it looks like, pretty much kicking off in the 9th through the 10th. But it looks like it is going to be a bit of a pretty nasty system. Low pressure system possibly tracking across the Ohio Valley. We're still watching potential for a bit of snowfall on it. as well as a pretty strong cold front. I mean, literally you can see it on the low-res GFS here. Pretty solid cold front. A lot of cold air is going to be backing its way into the country here. So that is something we're going to need to watch out there for overall. Let's see here. Mark, man, coming in here with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Mark, saying let's get this started. I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much, dude. That is so sweet of you. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. Y'all give Mark a big thank you. That is super sweet of you. Big thanks goes to you, Mark. Thank you so much, man. You absolutely rock, dude. You are a legend, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. But like I was saying, yeah, kicking off here basically for the 9th through the 10th. Now, here's the problem. This severe weather setup is going to be, or that low pressure system, is going to be positioned a lot higher up north, possibly in the Ohio Valley, which that possibly means that we could see some severe weather a little bit further up north. We're going to dive more into the models here in a little bit, and we're going to show you guys the individual ingredients, like the instability, the CAPE, and stuff like that, the available energy for thunderstorms and stuff like that. Like I said, it actually possibly could extend all the way up as far north as Illinois, possibly. So we'll have to see how that pops off there. Once again, Mark, dude, thank you, man. That is super sweet of you. Much appreciated. Now, like I said, this is between the 9th and 10th, which, yeah, it is still quite a few days down the line. But the reason I'm really wanting to talk about it is not to mention, I mean, look at this. Last several GFS runs, we've been seeing, similarities. I mean, somewhere across the central country of a low-pressure system swinging down. But the thing is that really has got my attention is that not only does the GFS show it, but the latest the couple last European runs have showed as well. So we're getting two of the main models supporting the same system in the same place. And they are both showing pretty similar outputs, possible severe weather events. So that's why that's why I wanted to go live here tonight. Obviously, we need to give you guys a weather update. It's been a day or two since we did live last time. So, it was much needed, except between, obviously, we had this little snow system rolling through. We'll talk to accumulations here in a moment. But yeah, the next big one, I think could draw some, even some winter weather, like I was explaining, could be a possibility. So we'll have to watch out there for that. Let's see here. I'm going to be driving through Illinois on the 9th. This is Black Label. Gotcha. So the 9th into the 10th, yeah, probably the late 9th, or possibly, we could. It really depends on the position of that low pressure center. But it's a possibility here. Let's see. We'll just go and hop to ECMWF here. There you go. So here's the European model. You see how similar they are, though? Now, I know it's not blue. This model on this site does not have snowfall, so the blue is representing snowfall. But look at that. Look how similar they are. I mean, that is, like, actually pretty crazy just how similar these models are. So here's the GFS. This is the American GFS model, and here's the European model. I mean, look how little difference there is. They are very close together this far out. So it would be probably the late 9th. Now, this could be a multi-day event. I'm not ruling that out yet. But it looks like the late 9th is when all this madness is going to potentially start. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that. Let's see here. John says, what is Chicago getting? Hopefully in severe weather. So probably not severe. I think you might be a little too up north for all of that. I would monitor the potential for winter weather because, the GFS does show it getting a little close to those northern areas, maybe with some snowfall. We'll have to see. There is still going to be some changes. I tell you that. There's going to be some changes. The models are going to be hopping back and forth because right now it's all in the long range. The long range models right now is what's picking this up. So we're still kind of in the extended outlook here. But it is a system that has been catching my eye for the last couple of days. I didn't mention it yet until now because I've been continuously seeing support. I only mention a system if I continuously see a support for it and multiple models supporting it as well. So it's not just one model. It's multiple models and multiple different runs of the model that is supporting this. So it's looking like it could definitely, wow, the GFS has, I think, going absolutely nuts later on down in time. So it's definitely something we're going to need to watch out pretty closely for. Absolutely. I mean, we're going to be seeing a big blast of moisture working its way across the west here. A low-pressure system is going to develop here pretty much for the 8th. Work its way throughout the central plains, basically for the morning of the 9th, kicking off some snowfall, and then a cold front is going to develop. And here for the evening could allow for a bunch of severe weather kind of for these areas down in here. I mean, honestly, like I said, it could even possibly be as high up north as like Illinois, maybe southern Indiana. We'll have to see how that potentially pops off. Let's see here. Will I get any snow from the system December 10th? Understand if it's too early to tell. Let's see, 63020. Let's see. I got you, my friend. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Let me just pull this up. You said for where? 63020. 63020. Gotcha. Missouri. Gotcha. So yeah, you're kind of down there. Honestly, I don't think you'll see snow. I think you might even be. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard telling. On the backside, possibly. Give it a couple days. Give it a couple days to marinate in the models. Like I said, then we'll get some, we'll get some mid-range model support here within the next couple of days. And then once the mid-range comes through, then we'll have a more solid understanding of what potentially could happen out there overall. So, yeah, we'll definitely need to keep an eye out there for that. Let's see, but yeah, severe weather I think could be a possibility out there, maybe towards St. Louis. I think that is a possibility. Quite a cold front. Quite a cold front. All right, let's see. Judging by the models, storm system for the next week could potentially bring severe weather all the way down, or all the way from the Midwest to the southeast coast. Yes, it looks like it could be from the Midwest, maybe even the western Ohio Valley. I think it could be possible. Let me go ahead and show you this. So the instability for thunderstorms and stuff like that, as you can actually see, this is the energy available for thunderstorm activity. So this is for the evening of the 9th. Yeah, this is what we call ML, or CAPE, just CAPE in general. So this is basically convective available potential energy. And you see the available thunderstorm juice reaches its way all the way to southern Illinois, according to the latest GFS here. So that's kind of the peak there. Now, a lot of it determines, like I said, that central low, or the center, basically the big engine of the big brain of the whole system. It depends on where the big brain's going to be ending up here. Now, if this big brain was higher up north, that would possibly drive up some more instability, maybe a little bit further up into Illinois. If it's further down south, the instability will probably be a little bit further to the south here. But if it's where it's at, it should remain in southern Illinois. We'll have to see. Like I said, it really depends on the models and all that fun stuff. I don't know if the ECMWF shows this. Yeah, on this website, the ECMWF, unfortunately, wait, hold on a minute. No, it does not. But like I was saying though, it's pretty similar. This is the European model right here. You can see that big cold front. And one thing that would happen with this system if it did actually play out, would be a big problem is a cool down, big cool down. Okay, let's see this. So essentially, yeah, we'll be getting a really sharp blast of air rolling down here. Look at this, central plains in the teens potentially. Now this is obviously, whoops, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Obviously this is still a little ways away. Temperatures aren't not final at this moment, considering the GFS shows a little bit less overall. But I would definitely expect a cool down. You can see that cold air just ripping across the central plains here. But I think the system really has potential on it. Would the Dallas area get severe weather? Honestly, I wouldn't say it's ruled out, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't say it. It possibly will be mostly in East Texas. I mean, if this does pick out the way it's, if the central low is where it's at, mostly like Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Missouri even, maybe even Illinois too, could be at risk. So we'll definitely need to watch out there for it. And like I said, that was the GFS. This is the European model, kind of showing the same thing. I mean, out there through like eastern Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri and stuff like that. It's pretty solid. The models, this far out is actually pretty solid. The models are doing pretty good. Would Chicago be okay? So John, like I said, we'll have to see. We'll have to watch out. What the models continue to trend and where the system ultimately ends up, essentially. Where that center is going to be and how strong it's going to be as well. There's a lot of things that we still need to look out there for, but when it comes to it, by Chicago, there could be a little bit of winter weather concerns. Also, yeah, it's not just going to be the severe weather on the system, guys. It's not just going to be severe weather here. It's actually possibly going to be a bit of snow as well. Could be something to look out there for. I mean, this thing blows up into quite a storm in the late models here. Let's see here. What's up, Marco? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Minion says, sorry I'm late. You're good. No worries. Just glad to have you here now. Crow says tornado potential. So, Honestly, you know, considering these type of setups, a negative tilted trough, I would not be surprised. Let's see here. Catman, thank you, dude, for being a member for a half a year. Cat One Club saying, hey, y'all. What's up, Catman? Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. That was very, very sweet of you, man. Thank you so much, dude. But yeah, so like I was saying, you know, negatively tilted trough here. I mean, it's pretty, you know, usually does produce some severe weather. So there's your cold front right there. So basically what's happening here is these systems, you know, like I explained before, they rotate. The center of that system rotates counterclockwise, and so what's happening here is, you know, we're getting a lot of mixing of the atmosphere. So we're getting a lot of warm air right over the Gulf where it's nice and steamy, and all that steamy warm air is going to be working its way up here into the country towards the south in the Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valley. Meanwhile, way up in the Arctic, a lot of cold air is going to be coming in from behind. So it's basically your mixing pot here. So you can actually see we have cold air rushing down, we got warm air pulling up, and that interaction zone where it goes from warm to cold is right where your cold front at, and that is where the thunderstorms would be firing. It's a thermodynamic interaction, which is pretty crazy. Let's see here. What's up, Viper? Hope you're doing good. Marco says, thanks for the forecast, brother. You're very welcome. No problem. Yeah, just giving you guys a heads up today. There's still a lot that needs to be worked out in the models and everything like that, but, you know, it seems, honestly, the long-range support, really not too bad, not too shabby. You know, GFS, ECMWF, the European and American model, they're pretty solid on the system of forming. And it could be a little bit, well, I'm not going to go that far and say it, but it could be a pretty decent event. Let's just say that. Possibly. Very well could be. Oklahoma City going to be good. So OKC, you'll probably, if this does play out, you'll probably experience a lot of cold air coming in from the backside. We'll have to see though for the possibility of severe weather, you know, because the timing could still change. Let's see here. What risk do I think this would be? It's a little too early of telling, but honestly, you know, if it keeps up, it could be a decent one. Yeah, it could be a decent one. Let's see here. Just got here, says Chronic Ninja. Let's see, what are we looking at? Let's see, hold on. Just got here. What are we looking at forward to West Tennessee area? Gotcha. So yeah, West Tennessee, right now, what the models are suggesting is that it's a possibility that we could see maybe a bit of severe weather working its way up that high up to the north. Like I was saying here, you know what we're actually going to do? Let's do this. Here, we're gonna go ahead and full screen this here. Let's see, we're going to open that. So when it comes to it, we're going to hop to a different page. Same model, same everything. I'm just hopping to a different page here. Just showing it a little differently. Let's see, we're going to zoom in there. I'm going to bring up the instability. So, like I said, later on down in time, so like I was explaining, all that thunderstorm juice, that's right there. That's all of your energy for thunderstorms. Right now, it's a little low, but I think that will definitely go up as the models do get closer to the event. That's typically how they start out. I've noticed is in like the long range, the models usually show low in instability, but as the event gets closer, it gets higher and higher. Typically, that's what I've seen during a lot of these events here. But anyways, the advected moisture, I mean, all of that, you know, thunderstorm juice could work its way out there towards, you know, like southern Illinois, Missouri area. So we will have to watch out for the potential of maybe a few storms out in those regions there. Maybe even across, you know, like western Tennessee, maybe Kentucky as well, Mississippi, you know, Louisiana. And we'll have to see about further down in time. But yeah, a lot of the models do support that. Let's see here. This is the, oh yeah, look at that big trough. This is the ECMWF here. Massive, massive dip in the jet stream. I mean, look at that. Really solid dip in the jet stream. Huge trough. And yeah, that would be a little concerning. The wind shear is definitely going to be there. So even a little bit of instability, a little bit of thunderstorm energy would allow these systems to potentially go severe. So, let's see here. If you have time, could I touch up on a cold air mass north of Nova Scotia, Canada? Thanks. I guess, yeah. We'll see. Is it something happening here soon? Let's see here. Okay. Gotcha. It's probably this over here. Let me see what I can do for you, my friend. I don't know. Here, I might have to hop back over to this other view. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to have to hop our way up here to map. Let's see. Southeast Canada. There we go. How convenient. How convenient is that? Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, you said north of Nova Scotia here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holy cow. You know what? Even for, like, the U.S. Northeast, look at that. GFS has those temperatures getting into negatives. Negative 20. Wow. Yeah, that is honestly pretty crazy. That is honestly really crazy. Yeah, Nova Scotia there. Potentially, this is in South. Wait a minute. This is Celsius? I thought this was Fahrenheit. Oh my golly. Hold on a minute, y'all. This is worse than I thought. Okay, so this is in the kind of the mid-range, actually. This is not that far. December 7th. Northern Maine could get as low as like negative 21 Celsius. Which that is... Okay. Okay, that's negative 5 Fahrenheit. For some reason, I was thinking it was lower. Still, though, it's breaking... That's sub-zero. That's sub-zero in some areas there. That is actually pretty crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's in Fahrenheit here, showing negative 12. Wow. Let's see here. April says it looks like the storm system for next week could potentially get stronger as it moves to the southeast. We'll have to see. Let's see. That storm bears, let's see here, to be watched because I'm like in Augusta, Georgia, in the path. So, yeah. So, it's a little far to be forecasting for that area, considering the southeast. What we are looking at right now is essentially, what the storm could look like. We're still trying to figure out exactly where, where and how strong the system's going to be. But it seems like the models are doing pretty good. Remember, look at this. So this is the American GFS model. This is the American long-range model. Okay, so this is our long-range model here. Then we have the European model, which is arguably one of the most accurate models out there, in which if we work our way down the time here as well, let's see here, boom, right there for basically the 9th into the 10th. Wow, dude, that is a massive, massive system. So yeah, you can see the European here and the American GFS here. So they're a little bit different in timing, but you can see that they are both showing a pretty significant system. Working its way down here. And, like I said, with these systems, there's going to be a lot of cold air that's going to be rushed down from the north. It's going to be pushing down south. Actually, the opposite in the southeast. So it's probably going to get warmer for these areas down here come later on. Let's see. I guess this is, what, this week? Later this week? Let me double check on that. Let's see. The 9th and the 10th. So Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, Saturday. So next weekend. Still about a week out. But, like I said, the models there, they are sharp. They are really, really sharp here. I mean, even in the position of where that low pressure is going to be, like the GFS has it over central Missouri at this point, and the European model is going to hop to the long-range one. Look at that. Right over central Missouri, too, for, like, the morning of the 10th. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Potential multi-day severe weather event. Yeah, I think it could be. I think it could be like a multi-day event. Let's see, praying that it stays positively tilted. Yeah, true. It's very true. Let's see, where I live, we call that stupid cold. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, for sure. Let's see. Sam says the weather said we would get rain from a system in Anderson County, South Carolina. We haven't had any rain yet. When will we get that rain? So there is, like I said, we are watching that system rolling through. A lot of the rain for South Carolina is going to be happening here probably for the morning tomorrow morning. So basically, like basically pretty early. Probably when you're asleep. Check CMC. That's very true. I did not check CMC. Not typically a... Wowza. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I am glad you told me to check that. That is now 3 out of 3 models supporting this system. And but this one, look at that cold front. Holy cow, dude. This one has it going a little further up north, it looks like. Let's see, what if I go to this here? Wow, you know, that could be like a blizzard. According to CMC, that is ridiculous. Seriously close ISO bars there, not to mention heavy snow. That is ridiculous. Let's see, let's try Icon. I don't think Icon goes out that far. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Icon does not go out that far. Wow, dude. So that is now 3 out of 3 models that we've looked at. So look at that. So we have this one. This is the GFS. We have this one. This is the European. Shows it there. And the CMC. Boom. Yeah, this just got pretty concerning. A lot more concerning, honestly. And, you know, like I said, this event here is going to be pushed up a lot further up north. Honestly, I'd even say into some of these regions, you know, like the Midwest and the Western Ohio Valley. Let's see, check CMC instability too. Yeah, let's. I don't know if it does. Yeah, I don't think it shows it on here. Thermodynamics. Yeah, it doesn't have the instability, the cape, unfortunately. So we'll have to see. I really want to wait to the mid-range though. I want to see what the mid-range models. It'll take a couple days, but. That's just all we got to do right now. You know, that's just all we got to do right now. It's just to continue to watch this here. But it definitely looks like we got something. We got something big brewing. Something big's about to happen across the central U.S. So, you know, just as a precautionary measure, y'all, you know, like I said, if you guys live out there in pretty much these regions here, out there towards the Central Plains and, you know, the Midwest, upper Midwest region, watch out possibly for winter weather. If you live out in these regions throughout like the Central Southern Plains, you know, the Western Ohio Valley, and maybe even the Southeast, could be something. Let's see here. Looks like instability is lacking. So Hawk, usually in the early stages of long-range models, during most late season events, it seems like the models typically do underperform instability. Usually, this happened the last couple of systems, last couple of severe weather events that we've seen. Not to mention, you know, during the late season, so basically second spring, quote-unquote, which is, you know, this time of the year, you know, this is second storm season here. And so typically what happens is, you know, you need more. If you have low instability, you can have a lot lower thunderstorm juice during this time of the year than you can spring. And what makes up for it is the winds, the wind shear. That makes up for it. You know, really strong, that jet stream overall. Like, for example, let's see here. Yeah, I can pull this up here. Where was you? Where are you at? Huge jet. Yeah, really huge jet. If I can actually pull it up here. Hold on. There you go. Boom. Huge jet. Let's see. Sam says, will this likely be a severe weather event or an outbreak for this region? As of now, it looks like a pretty decent severe weather event. But, you know, I've seen setups similar to this that do become outbreaks. I'm not saying this one will be. I'm just saying that there is a shot that it could get pretty nasty. I think it definitely could. I mean, yeah, look at this. Huge dip in the jet stream here. I mean, absolutely crazy, honestly. I mean, that just gets completely sunk straight down all the way throughout, like, almost Mexico. Huge long wave trough. Let's see. It's 7 days out. Models don't usually struggle week out. Not particularly. Like I said, not to mention, like I was saying, how I'm honestly really surprised at how these models are coming into an agreement right now. I mean, like I said, here's the GFS model. Once again, the main American GFS. You know what? We're gonna zoom in a little bit, make it look a little bit better for you guys. So, like I said, there's the GFS model showing that bit of snow up there towards the Midwest here, kicking off for the 9th through the 10th. Severe weather possibly across, like Arkansas, those regions out there, maybe like East Texas, Missouri, Southeast. And of course, the European model, when it comes to that system, we have to load in the long range. Boom, right there for the date got cut off there. But this is for the 10th, for the morning of the 10th. Showing the same thing. Showing the same thing. The snow's not there because this website does not support the snow for the European model. And of course, we have the CMC model, which is yet again another model here. And this one shows it too. Look at that. All three models show a really crazy system here for the 9th and 10th. So it is about a week out. It is about a week out. And but not all events like this you get a lot of confidence. And usually when you get the confidence like what we're seeing here, it usually happens. Usually, I'm actually really confident in this. I would give this a 90% chance of forming. Yeah, I do. Considering the support last couple of days too. I mean, let's see here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, last couple of days too. The models have been pretty spot on with it. Seems like it's definitely been trending lately in the last couple of days. And once again, this would be bringing essentially a lot of cool air. I mean, even if you're not going to get severe weather, it would be bringing a lot of cool air for these regions here, and it would actually be bringing a lot of warm air for these regions here, for the south. So expected to get a little warm probably over the next couple of days. Let's see here. AX says, is there severe weather for 44095? Wow, that's a lot of zip codes. 44095. Let's see. Okay, Ohio. No, not up there. No, probably not going to see anything up there. Let's see. What about 48313? 48313. Nope, definitely not Michigan either. Too far up north. No, I don't think you'll see anything severe weather related that high up north. If you get anything out of the event, maybe snow, but we'll have to see because, it really depends on the intensity of the system. You can see there, maybe Ohio could get some snow out of it. It's a possibility. I mean, certainly some of the models do support it, but we'll have to see, though. It's still not a for sure thing. Let's see. Polar Vortex saying, hi, everyone. What's up? Sorry I'm late. You're good. No worries. I got a new puppy and wasn't paying attention to my notification. Aw. What kind of dog is it? But glad to have you here. Let's see. Terry says, hello from the Thumb, Michigan. Keep safe, y'all. You too, Terry. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. There's a tornado chance, or is there a tornado chance for Rose Pine, Louisiana? What, from the system here? If this thing stays negatively tilted, which it seems like it's going to stay that way, I think there could be tornadoes on this. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But we'll give it a little bit. Like I said, we'll just give it a little bit of time. Once again, we gotta wait for the mid-range models, like the NAM, to come through, which they won't come out until like another, 4 days probably. Still quite a few days out. But yeah, probably for like another 4 days or so. We'll just let it marinate. But like I said, it usually when you see this on the models, I mean, it's a week out. It's far, but it's not ridiculously far. Because I've actually forecasted events further than this before that I've seen continuously posting on the models. I mean, like I said, you saw it for yourself. GFS shows it. European model shows it. Two of the #1 models show it. And the CMC model, too. 3 for 3. 3 for 3 show it. And that's saying something. That's really saying something. Let's see. What do I think the main threat would be? If that line develops, probably damaging winds. Yeah, damaging winds, maybe some tornadoes. I think it could be a possibility, but we'll have to see. We'll have to wait. Let's see. Axis, thank you. No problem. No problem. Let's see. Alex. Let's see. 42101. What's up, Andrew? Not much. 42101. Kentucky. Okay, so yeah, even Kentucky, Western Kentucky, I think you could see some. I do. I love how the GFS shows a bit of snow backing in on the system here. Let's see here. Let's do the southeast view. So it looks like maybe some severe weather, then some snow. We'll have to see. We'll have to see that. Christina says, will Granby, Missouri see any snow or bad weather? let's see. Granby. Yeah, if you could do zip codes, y'all, it'd be much easier on me. Yeah. So actually, yeah, you're out there by Joplin, right around Joplin area. So, I mean, models. They do talk. You're kind of out here in this region. Models do say. I don't know. Kind of has that line developing mostly east of you, though. I'm not gonna say you will, but I'd say it's possible. You know, it really depends on what time that cold front fires off here. You know, we typically understand timing more once the mid-range models come through. I mean, timing is still a little bit fuzzy right now regarding the timing, and you know, the timing matters everything. I mean, if it happens in the afternoon, evening, you got longer duration. If it happens in the morning, it could be short duration, or it could be a problem of even developing. In some cases, but eventually it would kick off. I mean. Yeah, if this system was to happen, we would, for sure see some storms, for sure. Let's see. What about zip code 78333? 78333. I love how it just slowly turns into zip codes. Can't forecast out in India. Let's see, I was wondering to happen in Bowling Green, Kentucky in 2021. Something. Oh, yeah, December. Wow, hold on a minute. Yeah, December 10th. Wait a minute. 21, yeah, we covered that too. Shoot, that's like the same day. Oh no. That's actually really concerning. So, I don't know if you all remember, December 10th of 21, we had a really big tornado outbreak. Kind of for these regions here, and this is for December 10th of this year. Okay, that's weird. That's really odd. Do I think there'll be snow for Louisiana this year? Possibly, Brent. We'll see. It wouldn't happen until, like, deep winter, though. It wouldn't happen until, like, probably January, February. It would probably take a while before you can, if it did happen. If it did happen. Let's see, Captain 80203. Let's see. Colorado, yeah. No severe weather, honestly. We'll see about winter weather, obviously. Depends on your elevation, stuff like that. Let's wait until the mid-range, though, for upper elevations. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit for the snowfall, because that's snowfall is a lot harder to predict than severe weather. A lot harder to predict in severe weather. Snow is like one of the most difficult things to forecast when it comes to weather. But severe weather usually is, yeah, easier for the most part. Let's see. April says, here's a good but crazy question. What would happen let's see, if the Siberian Express collides or clash with very tropical air mass? So I guess you're talking about all the dust? Yeah, so that would actually dry up. And probably wouldn't do too much, honestly. Because I know, yeah, that all that dust and all that stuff is terrible for storms. I mean, it would kill them. It would kill them. Let's see. Rachel says, can storms happen in 37022? 3722. Tennessee. It's possible. Actually, yeah, it's possible. We'll see. We'll have to watch it, though. You know, the models, they do show instability possibly working its way up there. I mean, yeah, you're right under that cold front there as it rolls through. So I would keep an eye on it, just be careful. Or just play it safe, I should say. Let's see. 2 years in a row. No, this was, last year was 2022. The December 10th event from 21, that was 2 years ago. Be 2 years ago on this day that we're forecasting. That is pretty crazy. That, you know, for the same areas in the same date. If you don't know what we're talking about the day Mayfield tornado happened in West Kentucky. I was actually in Kentucky when that happened. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy day. And You know, I don't know if I think I mentioned this on the stream after Mayfield. Um, there was reports of people's belongings getting lofted and shot over hundreds of miles. And I was probably like 50 miles away from where or probably a little more than that. I'd say probably 70 miles or so from where Mayfield happened. And there was somebody's photo that ended up in our, it was right on our bush. It fell on the bush. And the thing is, what's really crazy about it is because we knew all of our neighbors. We know all of our neighbors. None of those people we knew. None of them. So and it was in our bush. So we think it came from that tornado event. We do. I mean, it had a lot of dirt on it too. I mean, it was dirty. It was not a clean image. I mean, it was crazy. I think it's on my Twitter. I'm pretty sure. If you scroll way back on my Twitter, I think you'll see it. But that was definitely that was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was like the day after too. Let's see here. Well, yeah, no, we did try to find the owner with it. We posted it on social media, and unfortunately, we never found the person who it belonged to. Anyways, let's see here. Polar Vortex 13302. Did I just look at that? Am I dumb? 13302. No, I'm not dumb. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. But let's see. So, yeah. For the Northeast out of this event, yeah, that's exponentially far. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not going to forecast that quite yet, considering, you know, winter weather, once again, it's very difficult to forecast. I mean, you can, you know, winter weather, in my opinion, is at least 2 times more difficult to forecast than severe weather. So, and especially this far out, you cannot tell who's going to get snow, usually. But you know, what I'm mostly focusing on is the cold front here. You know, down in this region here. Now, yes, there will likely be some winter weather on it for sure. It could be a really massive winter storm. It has potential to, but I'm focusing on the severe weather right now, and all that stuff, because at this point the winter weather info is pretty much useless for a week out, and stuff like that. So keep an eye on it. See, weather in upstate New York, or sorry, upstate South Carolina will be an active one this winter. Yeah, because we got that jet stream, the Pacific jet, or sorry, tropical jet, subtropical jet. Shoot. So basically, what's happening here is we have a jet stream that is bringing a lot of moisture to the south. South U.S. is going to get a lot more precipitation than normal. Actually a bit cooler than normal too. We're gonna get the polar jet stream driving a bit of cooler air. I mean, mostly above average, but we could have some cool spells. I do think a couple vortexes could be possible. Honestly, it's just typical winter. But you know, bringing a lot more dry air mostly. Let's see. The outbreak was crazy. I didn't sleep the entire night. Yeah, the amount of tornado warnings I got was nuts. Honestly terrifying. I prefer daytime outbreaks over the overnight. Oh yeah, for sure, Lucy, absolutely. Yeah, nighttime outbreaks are terrible because, well, I mean, obvious reasons. Yeah, they're pretty bad. You know what? We're gonna hop over here. I might be able to bring up. Just see here. Hold on. I'm experimenting here. Oh, look at that. There we go. Perfect. Actually turned out a lot better than I thought. But yeah, no, we'll have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, no, nighttime ones are much worse because, you know, you can't see. You can't see anything. And not to mention, people go to bed at that time. A lot of people did stay up late that day, which was good. But shoot, yeah, I tell you what, that was definitely one heck of an event. That was like one of the, I think that was like my first main stream on this channel, like my first main coverage. It's before I really started doing all what I'm doing now, but yeah, it was definitely a really crazy event. Absolutely. Let's see. Looks like polar jets bringing all that precipitation. What, for this upcoming event here? Yeah. Yeah, it's coming up from the Pacific Northwest, actually. Working its way across the central, let's see, Central Rockies, and developing a low out there towards Central Plains, and then boom, kicking up some moisture from the Gulf. You know, a lot of the moisture is coming up from the Pacific Northwest. Also, another shot of moisture, maybe. Let's see here. Here we go. So a lot of moisture coming from here, working its way to the southeast. And then once it reaches this line here, get all that more precipitation pulling up from the Gulf. The Gulf does a lot for these systems here. Let's see. Some say the GFS is more robust with the next week's storm. But to me, the Euro is more robust with the storm as well as the CMC. Yeah, honestly. But, you know, like I said, though, I mean, what the bottom line is, and, you know, this is what we got to take from today's information. The GFS shows it. GFS shows it. CMC shows it. European model, if I load up the right run, because the other one's a short run, the long range, the latest ECMWF shows it too. So there you go. ECMWF, GFS, CMC, they're all there. They're all there. It's just crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Mark, dude, coming in here with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Mark. Dude, you are absolutely sweet, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation. You are the best, dude. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, man. You definitely did not have to do all that. You really did not have to. I don't think... Interesting. So Nab Gym, yeah, it doesn't really go out as far. Anyways, but thank you, Mark, dude. That's very sweet of you. But you did not have to do that, man. Let's see. Lucy says it's something I never want to go through again. Yeah, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Yeah, no, but you know, but like I was saying though, I mean, models are they're talking. They're talking for sure. Let's see. Just hopped on. I'm in Northern Illinois. So, TF, Northern Illinois, if you got anything out of this, it might be winter weather related. See, I don't think CMC, or it does, actually. There you go. Yeah, CMC shows a really gnarly winter weather event out of this here, too. So there's a GFS, but a lot further to the south. You can see, so I mean, you can see that there is still a little bit of unknowns with that system because the CMC had it more up here towards like the upper plains, sorry, the upper Midwest. And this one has it like towards the Ohio Valley. So there's still a lot of work. So that low pressure system, we still need to figure out where it's going to be. That's why it's too early to tell if you're going to get winter weather or if you're, you know, all that. But all the models, they do show that cold front all the way down throughout the southeast, though. So, you know, the severe weather would likely carry on. You know, once again, like severe weather related, I would honestly keep an eye out there for mostly these regions here. I would mostly keep an eye out there for these areas here. Regarding severe weather. I mean, who knows? Maybe a little bit further to the east, but we'll have to, you know, it's a little fuzzy over here, a little fuzzy over there. We'll see. See. The models, I think it's going to be somewhat down the middle. Well, that's what we can assume, April. You know, it's always good to grab the line of best fit, the middle point between the models, which that would keep it across the Midwest for the most part. So, yeah. No, but yeah, that area I circled there, that is mostly where the, you know, the greatest potential for severe weather would probably be on this storm system here. I mean, it's there. Let's see, where are you at? Oh, there we go. You know, yeah, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, this thing would likely really crank up some winds too. See, what does CMC show? Oh yeah, certainly. This system would definitely make those winds pretty crazy too. Okay, you're right. I just, or no one's right. I'm right. I just thought of something. Kind of talking to myself. But there is what I wanted to go over also was that one winter storm. I forgot about that for the northeast. Yes, a lot of snow coming for the northeast. So, totals now, wow, could get into double digits out there. So, to my friends, wow, hold on a minute. So this is snowfall over the next 3 days. Let's see, Wisconsin could see maybe 1 to 3 inches. Central side, northern side of Michigan, maybe 1 to 3. But to all my friends out there who lives out in northern New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine especially, we got a storm coming through. Let's see. But yeah, we'll do another update on that one storm tomorrow, guys. After we're done talking with this, we're probably going to call it a stream because we're pushing near an hour here. But like I was saying though, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that one. But when it comes to this guy, so here's the GFS here. I think the NAM might even be out for this. Let's see here. Yeah, so all that precipitation is going to be driving some snow up there across the Northeast. Let's see. Let's go and bring up the NAM. I actually think that the NAM reaches that far. Let's see, instead of composite, we'll do precipitation type. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. Boom. Quite a storm. Quite a storm. So this looks like it's really going to start for the morning tomorrow morning. We're going to start off by seeing a bunch of that precipitation driving some snow throughout portions of like Vermont, New Hampshire, upper New York state too. Upper state of New York there. And the entire state of Maine basically is going to be included. Even the coast could see some stuff. Let's see. What's up, Night Venomous? Hope you're doing good. Mark says all those joining help by hitting a like. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate it. Mark, you are absolutely a legend, man. I appreciate your support today. You are awesome. Really, the last couple of streams, dude. You are super sweet, man. Joe says, we'll gotta pray nothing spooky comes out of it. Yeah, hopefully nothing crazy happens out of that next storm. Like I said, guys, this storm right here I'm watching, though, this one's happening tomorrow. This one's starting tomorrow, basically. I might even do some coverage on this. Yeah, I think I will. Tomorrow we'll do some coverage for you guys out there. So models actually show a bit of snow, possibly right now happening. Hold on. Model shows snow right now. Or not the main event, but kind of slowly work my way up here. So one thing I don't like about this. All right, here we go. Where? I see no snow. Snow I no see. Anyways. But yeah, no, we'll just have to keep you guys updated. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'm going to do coverage on the snow. Let's see. When should I start? Okay. So tomorrow, early afternoon, I'm going to do an update on the big event. And then for tomorrow evening, so expect 2 streams tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to do some coverage. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And of course, we're going to have people, is my school going to close tomorrow? Am I going to have to go to school tomorrow? I'm going to hear it. I guarantee you. I'm not a school closing genie, but I can tell you if there's maybe a potential of it happening. I mean, obviously places up north, they're a little more aggressive when it comes to closing schools. Like back whenever I was in school here in Northern Virginia, I mean, it snowed an inch, we were out. But I've heard stories in like New York, you get a foot of snow and you still go. I've heard it. I've heard all the stories and stuff. Let's see. Rain and snow doesn't bother me. It's a freezing rain. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, polar vortex. They definitely do bring. Or sorry, hold on. What else? Hold on. Yeah, freezing rain. Yeah, they definitely do bring a lot of heavy stuff. Roby, so just remember that used to be you. Okay, it was everybody. It was everybody. So make sure you put that spoon in your freezer, flush some ice cubes down the toilet, and you'll be on your way. It'll give you good potential. I don't know. We'll see. It honestly looks like, I mean, even after tomorrow, yeah, even for like the 4th and the 5th, some snow could linger too. Hey, yo. Wait a minute. What is this? Snow for Ohio? Excuse me? Who are you? According to NAM, there's a burst of snow for the 5th coming through Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. Wow. That darn big storm be distracting me from this. All right, well, we'll keep you guys informed. I'll mention more of that tomorrow. Honestly, yeah, we're getting close to our cutoff point here for tonight. But yeah, we'll talk more about this tomorrow, guys. We'll do coverage on this tomorrow evening. Once again, probably 7 o'clock Central. Sorry, 7 Eastern. It would be 6 Central. And of course, when it comes to the update on the next big storm, probably right around 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern. So, right around when people, right around when people get off from work and school and stuff. That's when we'll go live. So about 3, 4 o'clock. 3, 4 o'clock tomorrow. That's for the update on the big snow the big storm, and of course the winter storm we're dealing with up here. We'll do that coverage tomorrow at around 7. Okay, sound good? But I do want to say big thank you to Mark today, dude. You are super awesome, dude. I appreciate your support for helping us out on the channel last couple days. Really, you are a legend, man. I appreciate it. I just forgot something. How could I forget this? My girlfriend's coming down tomorrow. Well, I could probably still live for a little bit. Okay, I will. That shouldn't cause any much problems. Yeah, my girlfriend's coming down like 10 o'clock tomorrow p.m. So I should be able to stream until she gets here. Yeah. So I think it'll be all right. All right, you guys. Well, I appreciate you for joining. If you've not already, please consider subscribing, leaving a like. If you have not already, tell your friends, family, share it out to them. See, Roby says, thanks, Andrew. You're very welcome. I hope everyone stays safe and warm. Absolutely. Roby, I appreciate it. And you have a wonderful rest of your night. That goes to all of you guys. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to be switching on over here back to the... Oh, let's go and do that. We're going to switch over here back to the ending screen, my friend. Well, I hope you guys have a great night. The stream's going to head off here in about 2 minutes. So if you guys have anything you want to go ahead and say your final goodbyes. And, all right, my friends. Well, you all take care. We love you guys. Please be safe out there. And we'll continue to update you guys on both storms. The winter storm up north and the severe weather potential out there towards the central and eastern country. We'll continue to watch that. All right, you guys. Well, y'all take care. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Once again, Mark, dude, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. You absolutely rock. I cannot speak tonight. But all right, guys, y'all take care, and we'll catch you tomorrow.